A little over a year ago, I we were getting ready to go to church Sabbath morning, and I got a watch. My mother gave me this wonderful watch as a gift, and I placed it on my hand, but I didn't lock it. And because we were in a hurry, and I was trying to pick up some other stuff in my hand while just having the watch hanging onto my hand as I hurried out to the vehicle. When I went, in my mind, I was thinking as soon as I reach in the vehicle, I would just lock it. I reached in the vehicle. Of course, we went to church that morning, and when we drove up to the church, I got out of the car and was walking to the back of the church. And it was then I remembered about the watch. And when I looked at my hand, I didn't see the watch. I rushed back to the car, looking in the churchyard to see if it fell off from my hand. Looked in the jacket that I had on, looked in the car itself, and I didn't see the watch. And I was like, my God. Because where we lived, most members of our community who they do not drive, they would walk. So you have a lot of traffic there. But what you say, pedestrian traffic there. So I was thinking, if it is that it never fell off in the house and somehow fell off because the car was parked out on the road when I went in there, then that would be the end of it. I would lose that watch. And of course, after church, in the evening when we got home, I looked outside. I didn't see it on the road. I came in the house and I looked in the house also, just in case it fell off in there. I didn't see it in the house either. And I was there thinking, I said, my God, I lost the watch. And to know that, my mother gave me the watch. So when somebody gives you a gift, you try to take care of it. And it's a lovely watch. So I wanted it, and I was a bit, but I said in my mind, Lord, these are stuff, we lose them sometimes carelessly. And, that was it. I never thought much of it. Every now and then, of course, as a couple of days went by and it came across my mind, I would think, it's a watch, it's just stuff. But then a couple of days passed and one of my daughters brought the watch to me and said, Daddy said to give this to you. And I said, where you got this from? And lo and behold, friends, he found the watch on the wall, at the front of the house, on the wall. No, I lost the watch on Sabbath, right? And this was in the week, in the midst of the following week. So I was quite surprised, and I said, Lord, because I never prayed and asked the Lord, please, have somebody, if they took up the watch, have them to bring it back and all. I never prayed any such prayer. I just said, Lord, these are stuff, and sometimes it happens, we lose these stuff. And here it is that God preserved the watch. Had somebody found it on the road, because I'm sure it was on the road that it fell, placed it on the wall, it stayed there for a couple of days before my husband went outside, and he was doing some cleaning outside, and it was then that he found the watch. And I was just amazed. I mean, God is really awesome. And the text in Luke 12 verse 7, and it says, but even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. No, it didn't say that God counted the number of hairs on our head. What he did was to number them. So he knows beforehand which hair is hair number 1 versus which hair is hair number 2 or 300. He numbered them. And and the scripture goes on to, fear not, therefore ye are more value than many sparrows. So, the word of the Lord is saying to us that we are so precious. Even the small details, even the little things that maybe you didn't even pray about. You just find God providing. You just find God doing his thing to assure you, give you that assurance that, look, you're mine. and you're precious in my sight. And I just give God thanks for the way He worked things out, that I found that watch and, did not suffer the loss, because I've lost other stuff, and I've prayed for them, and I said, Lord, please let them bring it back, and it never happened. But here it is, something that I didn't, but He brought it back because He cares. The very hairs on our head are numbered. The little details of our life matters to God. What an awesome God. I want to encourage you, if you don't know Him, come, taste and see that the Lord is good. And blessed is the man that trusted in Him.